Hello, Westman, and welcome to one more edition of Cafe Diversity Show. This is a show that will take you in a journey to meet our newcomer and the diverse communities that make Westman. We're going to learn about their stories, their background, and the many ways that they contribute to our communities. Today, we're going to be talking about employment, especially newcomer employment. And for that, we have the pleasure to have with us Ben Peloquin. He's the employment program facilitator at Westman Immigrant Services. We have Brad Lawson, who is manager at Clark's Poultry, and we have the owner, of Clark's Poultry. There's a difference in that. And we have Carla Ortega, who is the owner of Carla's International Food in Brandon. So we have Ben, who works with employment, and two business owners that are going to talk about many different things today. Welcome to our show.
Thanks, Andy.
Thanks for having us.
So we're going to start with Ben today. Employment program, what is it at Westman Immigrant Services?
Employment program has a lot of different aspects to it, but primarily my job is to help immigrants, newcomers who are coming here, to get them to know the job market, the job culture, and to help them get employment. So I will help them with resumes, cover letters, give them information about the job market, and assist them with getting a job.
So starting with that, because sometimes people, you might think that a lot of immigrants come and they already have a job, or you're saying that a lot of them come here without a job and they need to find a job.
That's correct. Well, we have both. We do have a lot of immigrants that do come and they have an employer already, and they can start working right away. And sometimes they bring their spouses with them and their spouses don't have a job. Or a lot of times we have immigrants that are sponsored by their families to come here and they don't yet have a job, but they have the skills to work here in Canada, definitely.
So once they come to their office at Westman Immigrant Services and find you, make an appointment with you, what can they expect?
Well, what I try to do is I try to find out what kind of education background they have, what kind of employment background they have, so I can find them a job, or at least find them in an area in which they can start looking that they're familiar with. So I try to work with their present skills, try to match them with an employer that can use their skills. Then I will help them build a resume. If they need help with a cover letter, I'll help them with that. I'll also sit down and talk about some specific interview skills that they might want to use while they're talking to Canadian employers.
And how hard is that process for immigrants? I mean, I know there are a lot of them that bring a lot of skills, and there are different levels too, and also in language. So how do you overcome those?
There are a lot of barriers when new immigrants come. The first one definitely is language. We have a lot of newcomers coming in with lower English, but we have a lot that come in with really high English. Some of them have better English than I do. So for them, it would be much easier to find a job. The lower the English, the harder it is to find a job, because it takes a lot more time to train people, to teach them, to give them the orientation, and to teach them to work safely in Canada. The process, it depends. I've assisted some people and they got a job within a day, and I've assisted other people, it's taken them 7 months, 8 months. So it depends on exactly what they're looking for, what their skill levels are, what the job market has out there, and what their English level is.
So you're saying sometimes you find jobs for them, which is a really amazing thing. I mean, to be able to proportionally work for other people, and I think
it's pretty
you're very
exciting.
lucky. Yeah, and that's how you met Brad here. So Brad is the owner of Clark's Poultry, and let's start with letting people know what Clark's Poultry is.
Clark's Poultry, Jaime, is we're a chicken hatchery. We hatch day-old chicks, and we sell our product to all 3 prairie provinces in Western Canada, with the exception of BC, but Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Alberta. And our day-old chicks someday turn out to be egg layers for the table egg industry in Canada. So we have a breeder farm and hatchery that we take a hatching egg and turn it into a chick and sell it.
So you have also an interesting relationship with Westman Immigrant Services, in that you have found workers that come from Ben's program.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about?
Yeah, approximately 3 years ago, we were in the need Jaime for some production and processing workers. We had worked with a team of ladies in our office that were on contract to us, and they were ready to retire. So we needed to make a replacement, but with a few people. The idea came to me, and I don't know where from. I don't think it was an advertisement, but I just made a cold call to Ben one day, set up an appointment, went in and told him my story, what I was looking for, and lo and behold, within, I don't think it took 2 weeks, Ben had a couple of really good candidates that had a pretty good grasp of the English language. We're taking some English language schooling. The rest is history. It's turned into a good situation for us today, where we have 8 folks that have come through Ben's program, and we're very pleased about the whole process and everything involved with it.